The entire Maricosta 1993 championship football team wishes all levels of current Mustang football teams much success this year. Let's go Mustangs, step up.
It's time for Mustangs football. It's time for Mustang football. It's time for Mustang football. It's time for Mustang football.
That's right, fans. It's time for 2025 Maricosta Mustangs varsity football. Tonight, your Mustangs look to rebound from their first loss of the season last week as they take on Villa Park here at Cooper Field at Waller Stadium. The Villa Park Spartans are head coached by Dustin Anchich, and they come into tonight's contest with a record of 3-1 with victories over Carson, Upland, Ayala, and a loss to Western. The Spartans come out of the Bravo League like last week's opponent, San Juan Hills, and they are ranked number 866 nationally, down 41 spots, number 77 in the state of California, down 2 spots, number 45 in the southern section, and number 10 in CIF Division 3. Your Maricosta Mustangs are head coached by Don Morrow in his 33rd season as the Maricosta head varsity football coach, and they enter tonight's contest with a record of 3-1. They started the season off with victories at St. Francis, at Redondo, and at La Habra. And last week, they lost their first game of the season right here at home versus San Juan Hills. The Mustangs are ranked number 532nd nationally, up 3 spots. Number 54 in the state of California, also up 3 spots. Number 34 in the southern section, and number 3 in CIF Division 3. Last season, the Mustangs were shut out on the road versus Villa Park 18-0. So I know the Mustang offense will have a little extra incentive to get some points on the board in this contest as they look to avenge that loss. This is the final game of the preseason as Maricosta will start Bay League action right here at Cooper Field at Waller Stadium next week versus Lawndale. It's Friday Night Lights here at Cooper Field at Waller Stadium as your Mustangs look to finish off the preseason with a record of 4-1. The captains are getting ready to meet at midfield for tonight's opening coin toss. For the Villa Park Spartans, number 2, senior Vince Legata. Number 3, junior Sean Burns. Number 82, senior Ethan Camarillo. And number 57, senior Parker Christie. For your Maricosta Mustangs, number 8, senior Liam Meeker. Number 33, senior Joaquin Wagner Baguez. Number 22, senior Keel Hall. And number 44, senior Brady Nuthall. The Villa Park Spartans are in their all-white uniforms with powder blue helmets, powder blue numerals, and a powder blue stripe along the side of the jersey and the side of their pants. Your Maricosta Mustangs are in their traditional green jerseys with gold numerals, gold pants, and gold helmets. The Spartans have won the coin toss and have elected to defer to the second half. Your Mustangs will start off on offense and defend the west end zone. We are getting close to kickoff of this last preseason game. I know the Mustangs are excited to get a little shot at revenge tonight. Of course, they were shut out last season on the road in Orange County versus Villa Park 18-0. You know that extra motivation has to be in the back of their minds tonight as they get another chance at redemption. Of course, a couple weeks ago, they traveled to La Habra, who defeated the Mustangs in the first round of the playoffs last season, and the Mustangs got that revenge, taking down La Habra at La Habra. The captains wish each other good luck, and we are close to kickoff here in the final preseason game. And here are your 2025 Maricosta Mustangs. Kicking off for the Spartans is number 15, junior Dalton Lang. And this game is underway. It's a high, short kick fielded at about the 25 by Jackie Reach, and he returns it 20 yards to the Maricosta 45-yard line, where the Mustangs will start their first possession of tonight's contest. The Mustangs are led by senior quarterback Liam Meeker as he hands the ball off to junior running back A.J. McBean, who picks up a couple yards on the play, setting up a 2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs. Pistol formation. Man in motion from right to left. Meeker fakes the handoff. Now he throws it out to the man in motion. That's Luke Meeker. We have our first Meeker to Meeker connection tonight, and that's good for a Mustang first down. Split backs, shotgun formation for Maricosta. The handoff goes to McBean. McBean works his way around the left end and will pick up a few yards on the play. Of course, A.J. McBean is a 3-year varsity starter for Maricosta. Split backs, shotgun formation. It appears that there might have been some movement by the Mustangs. Let's see what the referee says, and he does agree, and that will march the Mustangs back 5 yards. Again, shotgun formation for Maricosta. Meeker back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the right-hand sideline, intended for his twin brother Luke Meeker. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and long situation for Maricosta. It's a fake handoff to the end around, and Liam Meeker will take it himself. Not much yardage on the play for the Mustangs. That's going to set up a 4th down punting situation. Shevin back to kick for Maricosta. Gets off a high end-over-ender that is fair caught at the 5-yard line. And the Spartans will start their first possession at their own 5 with 9:15 to go. Spartans are led at quarterback by senior Vince Legata. He hands the ball off, and Villa Park will pick up a few yards on the carry. That's number 34 on the carry for Villa Park, Coy Collins. I formation, Legata under center. He's going to take it himself, and he picks up a nice little chunk of yardage. Taking him down is number 85, junior Hunter Taylor. That's going to give the Spartans enough for a first down. Shotgun formation. The handoff goes to the single back Collins once again. This time he's wrapped up right about the line of scrimmage. Luke Meeker in on the stop for the Mustangs, as well as Keel Hall. Shotgun formation. Single back Mustang showing blitz. Here comes Reach on the blitz. It's a little swing pass out in the flats, completed to Coy. The ball is loose, and jumping on it in mid-air is number 43, senior Magnus Johnson. A huge turnover for the Mustangs defense here in the first quarter. Let's take a look at this play once again, as Collins was wrapped up and somebody knocked the ball loose. Couldn't exactly tell who it was. Mustang showed blitz. Collins got the pass. Meeker wrapped him up, and then can't really tell how the ball gets loose, but then once it was out, Magnus picked it right out of the air and recovered it for the Mustangs. Great job there by the Mustangs defense, forcing a turnover here in the first quarter of play, giving the Mustangs excellent field position at the Spartans' 14-yard line. Meeker hands the ball off to McBean, and McBean works his way forward to about the 10-yard line. That's going to set up a second down and about 6 to go for the Mustangs. I formation, Meeker under center. He takes the snap. He hands the ball off to the tailback, McBean. McBean's hit in the backfield, is able to spin out of the tackle and get to about the line of scrimmage, avoiding a loss on the play. Setting up a 3rd down and 6 situation. Trips to the left. Mustangs in shotgun. Meeker back to pass. He throws it towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Good coverage there by the Spartans. That's going to bring up a 4th down field goal situation for Maricosta. On to attempt a 27-yard field goal is Nico Talbot, and the kick is through the uprights and good. The Mustangs lead the Spartans 3-0. So far, the Mustang offense did more this game than they did last season, as they finally break that shutout streak by the Spartans of 4 quarters. Maricosta leads the Spartans here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 49 seconds to go, 3-0. Kicking off for Maricosta, it's number 23, senior place kicker, Nico Talbot. It's a high end-over-end kick, fielded at about the 5-yard line by the Spartans, and a nice hit there on the kick coverage is number 17, Josh Delgado. Shotgun formation, man in motion from left to right. Legata takes the snap. He's going to try to run it himself around the left-hand side, and he will pick up a few yards on the carry. That's going to set up a second down and about 4 to go for Villa Park. Pistol formation. Legata fakes the handoff. He rolls to the right, throws it, and completes it to number 0, Clark. Jack Strohsnyder on the stop for the Mustangs. However, that's enough yardage for a Villa Park first down. Shotgun formation. The handoff goes to the single back Collins, and Collins is able to rumble forward for about 11 yards and a Villa Park first down. The Mustang defense has been quite impressive this season, as we saw in that first possession with the turnover as the Spartans run into each other, and nearly another turnover for the Mustang defense. Jackie Reach saw that play as it developed and nearly was able to recover the fumble. Spartans are fortunate that they didn't lose that one. Lagata, and Lagata is going to be thrown down immediately by senior Joaquin Wagner Bagues. What a play there by the senior defensive lineman / linebacker, as he broke free right up the middle and was able to take down Lagata for a Mustang sack. Again, another huge play for the Mustangs defense. That's going to bring up a third down and long situation for the Spartans. Tight 4-receiver set, single back formation. Lagata back to pass. He's forced out of the pocket to the right. He completes it once again to Clark, and Clark is forced out of bounds by Luke Meeker. Great job by the Mustangs forcing the Spartans to punt. On to punt is Lang, and he gets off a high short kick, and Kingston Davies is hit hard as he comes up trying to field it. That's definitely a penalty there, as we see Kingston coming off under his own power. Hopefully he'll be back in the lineup soon for the Mustangs. He took quite a huge hit, and that's definitely a personal foul. Mustangs are going to have good field position to start this possession, as the referee indicates personal foul versus the Spartans, and the Mustangs will start this possession at the Spartan 49-yard line. Man in motion from right to left. And Meeker swings it out to the man in motion. That's Barrett Ryan. And he will just get back to the line of scrimmage, setting up a second down and 10. Trips to the right. Mustangs in shotgun. Officials blowing the play dead. Let's see what the call on the field is. And it's going to be offsides versus the Spartans. That will give the Mustangs 5 yards. And now there's a personal foul versus the Spartans. So that's 20 yards in penalties versus Villa Park, as the Mustangs are now at the Spartan 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Meeker back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the left-hand side. He's got a man, and somehow Luke Leonard is able to haul that pass in for a Mustangs 29-yard touchdown. What a reception by number 10 senior receiver Luke Leonard. Let's take another look at this touchdown reception by Luke Leonard, as Liam Meeker is able to thread the needle, and the concentration that Leonard had to haul that in with the defender's arm right in his face is absolutely incredible. I know that touchdown will make former Mustang wide receivers legends Jim Leonard and Reese Leonard proud, as Nico Talbot will come on to attempt the extra point. The long snapper is Jackie Reach. The holder is Jackson Shevin, and the kick is straight down the middle and good by Talbot, and the Mustangs now lead the Spartans 10-0 here in the first quarter. It's good to see the push-up board back in action versus Villa Park as Talbot is set to kick off once again for the Mustangs. It's a high end over ender in the end zone, and the Spartans will start this possession at their own 20-yard line. Lagata in shotgun. He fakes the handoff. He's back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the right-hand side. Incomplete, intended for Clark. Strossnyder in on the coverage for the Mustangs. Shotgun formation. Mustangs showing blitz, now backing out. That's Joaquin Wagner Baguez in at linebacker showing blitz. In on the stop for Maricosta is number 43, Magnus Johnson, who had the fumble recovery earlier on in this game. 4 receivers set. Spartans in shotgun. Lagata back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the left-hand side, and that's incomplete, intended for sophomore Alex Samuel, and that's going to bring up a 4th down punting situation. Laying on to kick for Villa Park, and that one went off the side of his foot and will go out of bounds right about the Villa Park 37-yard line. The Mustangs will start this possession with excellent field position deep in Villa Park territory with just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Meeker fakes the handoff. He's taken himself. He's still on his feet, rumbling forward to about the 23-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 5 to go for the Mustangs. Trips to the left. Maricosta in shotgun. Liam Meeker hands the ball off to A.J. McBean, and McBean is somehow able to stay in bounds. He gets a great block near the end to spring him all the way into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. What balance by number 2, junior running back A.J. McBean. Let's take another look at this touchdown run by McBean as he's somehow able to stay in bounds, and then he gets that great block there by Colin Benner, and McBean goes the distance to the house for a Mustangs touchdown. Again, great block downfield by Benner, springing McBean, and Nico Talbot will come on once again for the Mustangs extra point. And now Maricosta leads the Spartans 17-0 with 25.4 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. And that push-up board is getting a workout tonight as the Mustangs lead Villa Park by a score of 17-0. Again, last year, the Spartans defeated the Mustangs 18-0. So far, the Mustangs are dominating this contest here tonight. Talbot with a high end over ender, and that goes deep into the end zone, and the Spartans will take over once again at their own 20-yard line, trailing Maricosta by 17 points here at the end of the first quarter of play. Lagata in the pistol. He fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself, and he's hit hard and taken down by senior captain Keel Hall. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. Your Maricosta Mustangs lead The Villa Park Spartans 17-0. The fans, stay tuned at halftime for a special look at my latest documentary, All-American, The Bryce Taylor Story. I'd like to take this time to thank Skechers for their continued support of Mustang football and Maricosta athletics, and to remind you fans to attend the Skechers peer-to-peer friendship walk presented by Nickelodeon. Go the extra mile for our children. The entire Maricosta 1993 championship football team wishes all levels of current Mustang football teams much success this year. Let's go Mustangs, step up. Welcome back, fans, to the start of the second quarter. The Villa Park Spartans will have it 2nd down and 8 at their own 21-yard line, trailing the Mustangs by 17 points. Legata in the pistol, he fakes the handoff, he throws it out and completes it down the sideline to Clark, and Clark gets a huge chunk of yardage to the Villa Park 37-yard line for a first down. Trips to the left. Legata in shotgun, single back formation. He takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's looking deep down the left-hand side and incomplete. He overthrows his receiver, Hedrick. One of the Mustang defenders appeared to fall down on the play. Trips to the left. Pistol formation. Coy Collins on the carry, and the relentless pursuit by Joaquin Wagner Baguez, and then Collins running right into the wall. Number 74, sophomore sensation Sean Yarbrough. You're not going to run through Yarbrough, I'll tell you that for free, as Legata throws it towards the sideline, just looking to get rid of the pass, as that ends up on the track, setting up a 4th down punting situation. Kingston Davies back deep for the Mustangs, laying to punt for Villa Park, as Davies is able to field that one at about the Mustang 30, and he's going to get past the 40 to the 41-yard line, where Maricosta will start their first possession of the second quarter with 10 minutes and 39 seconds to go, leading the Spartans by 17. Single back, Meeker under center, man in motion from left to right. It's a pitch back to McBean. It's now a flea flicker to Meeker, and Meeker finds his man, the big tight end, Jackie Reach, into Spartan territory. A nice bit of trickery there for the Mustang offense. Let's take another look at the execution of this play. As Davies goes in motion, the pitch goes to McBean, and then back to Davies, who then pitches it back to quarterback Liam Meeker, and Meeker finds Jackie Reach down to the Spartan 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Mustang offense pulling all the tricks out of the bag tonight. Meeker back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the left-hand side, incomplete, intended for Luke Meeker. That will set up a 2nd down and 10 situation for the Mustang offense. Shotgun formation, man in motion from left to right. Meeker back to pass. He's got his man. That's number 5, Luke Meeker, wide open down the middle, and he will go the distance to the house for a Mustangs touchdown. That's Liam Meeker's second touchdown pass tonight, this time to his twin brother Luke Meeker, and the Mustangs extend their lead once again. Let's take another look at this play, as there was definitely a breakdown in the defensive backfield as no one was covering Luke Meeker, and he literally could have walked into the end zone. And the Mustang offense is dominating tonight, as well as the defense and special teams, leading the Villa Park Spartans here in the second quarter as Talbot comes on to attempt the extra point, and that will extend the Mustangs' lead to 24-0 with 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the first half. Talbot to kick off once again for Maricosta, and that ball is fielded at about the 2 and hit hard and brought down once again by senior Josh Delgado. Josh got him on that play. Another huge special teams play by the senior. Legata back out at quarterback for the Spartans. He fakes the handoff, now throws it to the left and completes it. Barrett Ryan in on the stop for the Mustangs. That was Burns on the reception for the Spartans. Coach Ray Lee has to be proud of his defense tonight, as they are controlling this contest so far. However, he's not proud of that offsides as Coach Morrow looks on. Legata back to pass. He throws it out to the left and completes it. Keel Hall in on the stop. Clark will, however, pick up enough yardage for a Spartan first down at their own 29-yard line. Legata fakes the handoff. Now throws it over the middle and completes it. Jack Strohsnyder in on the stop for Maricosta. Hedrick on the reception for the Spartans. There appears to be a penalty on the play in the offensive backfield. I think that will be a holding call, and it is against the Spartans, so that will take away their gain there on that play, as the Spartan offense is going backwards, and that's going to be first down and long for Villa Park. Shotgun formation, 4 receiver set. Legata back to pass. He throws it over the middle, and somehow number 7, Alex Samuel, the sophomore, is able to haul that one in just off the top of the turf. Second down and about 7 to go. Legata back to pass. He's forced out of the pocket to the right, somehow able to avoid the defender, and then making an incredible pass deflection is number 1 senior Barrett Ryan. Let's take another look at this play as the Mustang defensive line gets the pressure on Legata. However, Legata is able to make a nice throw, and then making a leaping deflection there was Barrett Ryan. If he doesn't do that, I think Burns is able to haul that one in, and he might go the distance. 4 receiver set. Legata back to pass. He throws it out to the right, completes it there to Hedrick, and he's stopped immediately once again by Jack Strohsnyder. And that's going to set up a 4th down punting situation. Laying on to punt once again. Doing the Australian rugby style kick, and Davies is able to field that one on a couple hops and return it into Spartan territory where the Mustangs will take over at the Villa Park 43-yard line, 1st and 10. It's an inside handoff to McBean, and McBean tries to get around the right-hand side. Nowhere to go for AJ. He might have picked up a couple yards on that play, setting up a 2nd down and about 8 to go. Trips to the left. Single back formation for Maricosta. Liam Meeker completes it over the middle. That's Kingston Davies. And of course, Kingston has had quite a junior season for the Mustangs, scoring 7 touchdowns so far this season. Trips left, tight trips left formation, single back. Meeker in shotgun, Villa Park showing blitz. Here they come up the middle, and Liam is able to get rid of the pass to his outlet receiver. That was his running back, junior AJ McBean, incomplete, setting up a 4th down situation for the Mustangs. They're in no man's land here and are going for it. Trips to the left, shotgun formation. Liam Meeker back to pass. He throws it deep down the left-hand side, and that's nearly intercepted. However, that will be a turnover on downs, and Villa Park will take over with 5 minutes and 52 seconds, trailing the Mustangs 24-0. Trips to the left, pistol formation. Legata takes the snap. He fakes the handoff, throws it, and completes it over the middle to Clark. Keel Hall in on the stop, as well as Parker Spiegel for the Mustangs. Second down and 6, pistol formation for the Spartans. The handoff goes to Collins, and Collins is going to pick up a few yards up the middle. In on the stop is Luke Meeker and Hunter Taylor. Trips to the right this time for Villa Park. Legata takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's now forced out of the pocket towards the right. He throws it deep down the right-hand sideline. Incomplete, just out of the reach of number 3, Captain Sean Burns. And that's going to bring up a 4th down punting situation for the Spartans. Laying back the punt for the Spartans. He gets off a high but short kick that will go out of bounds at about the Mustang 45-yard line, where they will start this possession with 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Meeker under center, single back, and the handoff goes to McBean. Not much yardage on the play. Might have picked up a yard or so on the carry, setting up a 2nd down and 9 for Maricosta. Tight right, pistol formation. Spartan showing blitz, now backing off. The handoff goes to McBean, and McBean will work his way forward for about 3 yards, setting up about a 3rd down and 5 situation for the Mustangs. Tight trips right formation. Again, Spartan showing blitz. Here they come, and this time Meeker's able to get the ball off and complete it to Kingston Davies, who will be taken down just inside Spartan territory, setting up a 4th down and about 3 to go. Punting situation for Maricosta. However, there is a penalty flag on the play. This would be huge if it's against the Spartans. And it's going to be offsides versus Villa Park. And that will give the Mustangs a first down. Huge defensive penalty there against Villa Park. Trips to the right. Mustangs in shotgun. Liam Meeker fakes the handoff, now throws it out. Little wide receiver screen to the right. That's Kingston Davies on the reception. Looks like there might be a penalty on the play. And it's going to be a holding call versus the Mustangs. That will take away that 5-yard gain by Kingston. As Coach Morrow looks on, he has to be quite pleased of how his team is performing after that loss last week versus San Juan Hills. Handoff goes to McBean, and McBean is stopped right about the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a yard on the play. That's going to bring up a second down and long for the Mustangs. Passes completed over the middle. That's Kingston Davies. And Davies will get back near the original line of scrimmage. However, there is another penalty on the play. Let's see what the referee is going to call here as he confers with the other officials. And it looks like it's going to be offensive pass interference versus the Mustangs, setting up a second and very long pistol formation. The handoff goes to number 22, senior captain Keel Hall. Injury timeout on the field as we see Will Daniel trying to walk off an injury here. Hopefully he'll be back in the lineup for the Mustangs. The senior has had a tremendous year on the offensive line for Maricosta. Timeout on the field here in the second quarter. Your Mustangs are dominating the Spartans 24-0 as the officials are resetting the clock to 56 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Tight right, shotgun formation. Spartans showing blitz. Here they come up the middle. Meeker rolls to the right, and it's incomplete, intended for Jackie Reach. Again, Coach Morrow has to be quite pleased with the effort by his Mustangs. Jackson Shevin set deep to punt the ball away for the Mustangs, and again another high end-over-ender, which is fair caught by the Spartans at their own 25-yard line. The Spartans are looking to get on the scoreboard here with under a minute to go here in the first half. Tight 4-receiver set. Legata back to pass. He throws it out and completes it along the right-hand sideline. That's Burns on the reception. He's forced out of bounds at about the Spartans' 41-yard line. Probably need about 30 more yards to get in field goal range. 4-receiver set, shotgun formation. Legata again completes it along the sideline. This time to Hedrick. Second down situation at the Spartan 45-yard line. Legata back to pass. He throws it towards the left and incomplete. Liam Meeker in on the coverage for the Mustangs. Let's see what Coach Lee does. Mustangs showing blitz, and Legata's going to take it himself. Not much yardage on the carry for Vince Legata, and that will do it for the first half of play. Your Maricosta Mustangs lead the Villa Park Spartans 24-0. Stay tuned, fans, for a special performance by the Mustang entertainment units led by the Mini Mustangs, and a special look at my latest documentary, All American, the Bryce Taylor Story. I'd like to take this time to thank Skechers for their continued support of Mustang football and Maricosta athletics, and to remind you fans to attend the Skechers peer-to-peer friendship walk presented by Nickelodeon. Go the extra mile for our children.
In 1925, USC had its first All-American football player, Bryce Union Taylor. A 5'9", 185-pound guard who was born without a left hand and orphaned at the age of 5. All-American, the Bryce Taylor Story, tells the story of an athlete who overcame adversity and inspired countless people to achieve their goals through hard work and perseverance.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. High School Marching Band and Color Guard.
The Mustangs have dominated this contest in all facets of the game, led by senior quarterback Liam Meeker's 2 touchdown passes. He had that one incredible touchdown to number 10, Luke Leonard, and then the second touchdown pass to number 5, Luke Meeker, right down the middle. And then that incredible touchdown run, somehow staying in bounds, was A.J. McBean. And then number 23, Nico Talbot, added a field goal and was perfect with the extra points. And the Mustangs lead the Spartans 24-0. We'll be right back to start the second half of play. The entire MiraCosta 1993 championship football team wishes all levels of current Mustang football teams much success this year. Let's go Mustangs, step up. Nico Talbot set to kick off for the Mustangs. It's a high end-over-ender that's going to go in and out of the end zone for yet another touchback. And the Spartans will start their first possession at their own 20-yard line here in the third quarter. Lagata under center. He fakes the handoff. He now throws it deep down the right-hand side. He's got a man. That's number 0, Lovey Clark. And Clark is going to go the distance for a Spartan touchdown. 80 yards on the touchdown pass to start the second half, and the Spartans come out with some excitement here in the second half of play as Lang will attempt the extra point, and that is good. And the Spartans cut into the Mustangs' lead 24-7 with only 13 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Lang is set to kick off for Villa Park. And it's a low line drive that hits at about the 15 and is fielded there by number 22, Keel Hall. And Keel is able to get to about the 15-yard line where the Mustangs will start their first possession of the second half. Mustangs in shotgun, man in motion from left to right. The handoff goes to McBean, and McBean fights forward for maybe a couple yards on the carry. That's going to set up a second down and about 8 to go for MiraCosta as the injured player is able to make it off the field for the Spartans. That's number 27, Hamblett. Hopefully he'll be back in action soon for Villa Park. Mustangs in shotgun. Meeker fakes the handoff. He throws it out to the right, and that's going to be intercepted and returned for a Spartans touchdown. Wow, what a start to the third quarter as Sionis is able to take that one all the way back for another touchdown. That's 2 huge plays here to start the third quarter for the Spartans. They're now going for 2 in a spread formation. The pass is completed, and fighting forward is number 11, and he gets into the end zone. That's Parker Johns, and the 2-point conversion is good. The Spartans now trail the Mustangs by only 9 points with less than a minute gone here in the third quarter. 51 seconds, 2 touchdowns, and the Spartans are back in this contest as it's a high end-over-ender fielded at the 10. That's Davies on the return. He's still on his feet. He's past the 40 to the 47-yard line where the Mustangs will start this possession here in the third quarter. Mustang offense looking to get something going here as the Spartans are not giving up. here in this contest as Meeker fakes the handoff. He now completes it to Hunter Taylor, and Hunter is able to get to about the Spartan 37-yard line. First down and 10 Mustangs. Handoff goes to McBean. McBean breaks a tackle in the backfield. However, he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to set up a second down and 11 for Maricosta. Shotgun formation, single back for the Mustangs. 4 receivers set. Meeker back to pass, setting up a little running back screen. That's McBean, and McBean is breaking free. He gets inside the 20 to about the Spartan 17-yard line. First and 10 Mustangs. Meeker under center, single back. The handoff goes to McBean, and McBean is going to be stopped right about the line of scrimmage. Not much yardage on the play for Maricosta. Maricosta looking to get some momentum back on their side as we see how fickle Mr. Momentum can be. Meeker back to pass, and it's incomplete. McBean is unable to haul that one in for Maricosta. Trips to the right. Mustangs in shotgun. Penalty flag on the play. That's going to be offsides versus Phillip Park, setting up a 3rd and 5. Meeker under center. Man in motion from left to right. Meeker fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, and now hits Hunter Taylor, and Hunter is able to dive into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. And the Mustangs offense gets Mr. Momentum back on their side with a nice drive here. Let's take another look at this play by the Maricosta offense as senior quarterback Liam Meeker fakes the handoff there to A.J. McBean and is able to avoid the defensive pressure and find Hunter Taylor, and Hunter dives into the end zone for the Mustangs touchdown. The Mustang offense needed that drive there as the Spartans cut into the Mustangs lead with 2 quick touchdowns with under a minute gone in the 3rd quarter of play. Talbot extra point is up high straight, and it is good, and the Mustangs extend their lead to 16 points, 31-15, with 9 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Nico Talbot set to kick off once again for Maricosta, and again it's a high end over ender that goes through the end zone for yet another touchback. Phillip Park will start this possession at their own 20-yard line. Mustang defense looking to get a stop, showing blitz, and not much yardage on the carry. Number 33, Joaquin Wagner Baguez in on the stop for Maricosta, setting up a 2nd down and 8 situation. Lagata back to pass. The pressure coming from the defense, and Lagata throws it downfield, and that ball is going to be intercepted by number 8, Liam Meeker, who will return it about 20 yards into Spartan territory. Another huge turnover for the Mustangs. Let's take another look as Mr. Momentum is definitely on the Mustang side now with a couple huge plays by Maricosta as we see Liam Meeker intercept the ball right about midfield, and he returns it into Spartan territory and goes out of bounds right about the Spartan 31-yard line, where Maricosta will take over with 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go, leading by 16 points, 31-15. Pistol formation. Liam Meeker fakes the handoff. He rolls to the right, now scrambles to the left, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. Huge play there by the Spartans defense. That's number 58, Miller, on the sack for Villa Park. 4-receiver set. Mustangs in shotgun. Meeker setting up a running back screen, and he overthrows his junior running back, A.J. McBean. He was fortunate that was not intercepted. Trips to the left. Third down situation for Maricosta. Meeker back to pass. He throws it deep down the right-hand side. He's got a man. That's number 1, Barrett Ryan, and he makes a diving reception and hauls that in for a Mustang first down. What a huge play there on third down for Maricosta. Let's take another look at this play as Liam Meeker is throwing dimes tonight, finding Barrett Ryan down by the Spartan 5-yard line. That's going to set up first down and goal for the Mustangs. What a reception by Barrett there. He had that tremendous pass deflection in the first half and follows it up with a nice catch here in the third quarter as the Mustangs are looking to extend their lead. And again, it's Barrett Ryan. This time he's unable to haul that one in the end zone. Second down and goal, Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 6-yard line. Mustangs shift back, and Don Morrow does not like what he sees as he calls timeout, as there appeared to be some confusion on the play by his offense. Mustangs looking to extend their lead once again. They lead by 16 points here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. Meeker fakes the handoff. He scrambles out to the left. He's fighting forward and will pick up about a yard or so on the carry to about the 5-yard line. I formation. Meeker pitches it back to A.J. McBean, and McBean is going to be stopped at about the 3-yard line. That's going to set up a third down situation for Maricosta. Timeout on the field. Huge fourth down play. Coach Morrow wants to discuss this with his team. Is Coach Morrow going to go for the field goal and extend it to 3 possessions, or is he going to let his offense go for it here on fourth down and goal with 5 minutes and 27 seconds to go, leading the Spartans by 16? And Coach Morrow is going to go for it. I formation, man in motion from left to right. The handoff goes to the tailback, McBean, and McBean fights forward. I don't think he got into the end zone, and he did get stopped just short of the goal line. Huge defensive stand by the Villa Park Spartans. With 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go, Villa Park will take over inside their own 1-yard line. Mustang showing blitz. 3-back formation for the Spartans. Handoff goes to the fullback. Did he get stopped in the end zone? Barrett Ryan believes so, but it looks like the officials are going to say that the running back was able to get just out of the end zone, setting up a second down and 9 for the Spartans. This time Legata takes it himself. He's still on his feet. He's fighting forward. He's going to be taken down at about the 9-yard line. Nice gainer there by Legata, setting up a third down and short for Villa Park. Third down and 1 to go. Mustang showing blitz. Legata's going to take it himself, and this time he's hit hard, and he's going to be, looks like he's going to be stopped short of the line to gain. That's Stroh in on the stop for Maricosta, setting up a 4th down situation, and the Spartans are going for it, or at least trying a hard count to get the Mustangs to jump off sides. Now they shift to a shotgun formation. And now they're going to shift, it looks like, to a punting, a little pooch punt, a well-executed play there by the Spartans as they get a nice roll, and the Mustangs will take over at their own 38-yard line with 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs take over, 4 receivers set. Meeker in shotgun. He takes the snap. He hands the ball off to the single back. That's McBean. And McBean fights forward for a short gain on the play. Just past the Mustang 40-yard line. Ball will be spotted at the Maricosta 41. Setting up a 2nd down and about 7 to go. Trips to the right. Man in motion from right to left. And this time Meeker hits the man in motion. That's Benner. Benner's able to pick up a few yards on the play. That's going to set up a 3rd down and about 3 to go for Maricosta. Tight trips right formation. Single back. The handoff goes to A.J. McBean, and McBean fights forward for about a yard on the play. He's going to be shy of the 1st down. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 1 situation for the Mustangs. Let's see what Coach Morrow does on this play. And he's bringing out his punting unit. And Shevin gets off another booming kick for Maricosta. And it takes a good Mustang roll. And it's going to be downed inside the 5 by Colin Benner. Another big play by the Mustangs special teams unit, pinning the Spartans deep in their own territory here with 53.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Again, the Spartans just trying to move the pile forward, get a little breathing room as they have started both of their last 2 possessions deep in their own territory. Lagata in shotgun, split back formation, man in motion from right to left, now back right. Lagata takes the snap, he's going to take it himself. He's breaking free down the left-hand side, and he's still on his feet into Mustang territory to about the Maricosta 49-yard line. And that will do it for the third quarter of play. Your Maricosta Mustangs lead the Villa Park Spartans 31-15. We'll be right back for the 4th and final quarter. I'd like to take this time to thank Skechers for their continued support of Mustang football and Maricosta athletics, and to remind you fans to attend the Skechers peer-to-peer friendship walk presented by Nickelodeon. Go the extra mile for our children. The entire Maricosta 1993 championship football team wishes all levels of current Mustang football teams much success this year. Let's go Mustangs, step up. Welcome back, fans. The Spartans start the 4th quarter at the Mustang 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Lagata back to pass. He's got great protection on this play, and the ball is going to be incomplete, intended for Lovey Clark. Number 1, Barrett Ryan in on the coverage for the Mustangs. 2nd down and 10, man in motion from right to left. Lagata fakes the handoff to the man in motion. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to be wrapped up and taken down. Nice play there by Colin Benner, holding up Lagata, And then number 43, Magnus Johnson, finishes them off. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 10, Villa Park. Legata back to pass. He now steps up in the pocket, now scrambles to the right, and it's incomplete. Pass was broken up by number 6, Colin Benner. He just had that nice tackle there for the Mustangs, setting up a 4th down situation for the Spartans. Coach Morrow has to be excited about his performance from his team tonight. 4th down, huge play. Here comes the Mustangs rush, and he's taken down for a Maricosta sack. That's number 5, Luke Meeker, and 33, Joaquin Wagner Baguez, as they take him down. Let's take another look at this play by the Mustangs defense on 4th down, as Luke Meeker and Joaquin Wagner Baguez meet at the quarterback, taking him down for a turnover on downs. And the Mustangs take over with 10 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the 4th and final quarter of play. Shotgun formation. Liam Meeker takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself on the quarterback keeper. Nice little play there by the Mustangs. Good blocking by the Mustang line. Pistol formation. The handoff goes to number 2, running back A.J. McBean. He works his way to about the Spartan 26-yard line. That will set up a 3rd down and 2 situation for the Mustangs, and the handoff again goes to McBean, and he breaks free up the middle to the Spartan 15-yard line. 1st down and 10, Mustangs. Let's take another look at this play as we see the Mustang offensive line firing off. Nice block there by the sophomore Sean Yarbrough up the middle, and McBean is able to pick up a Mustang 1st down here in the 4th and final quarter of play. Again, Meeker under center. He hands the ball off to McBean, and McBean will pick up a couple yards on the play to about the Spartan 13-yard line. 2nd down and about 8 to go. Meeker under center. He hands the ball off this time to Keel Hall, and Keel is going to get to about the Spartan 10-yard line. That's going to set up a 3rd down and about 5 to go for the Maricosta offense. Shotgun formation. Meeker back to pass. He's looking, he's scrambling now to the right. He's going to take it himself and get forced out of bounds right about the line of scrimmage. 4th down, 5 to go for the Mustangs. Nico Talbot on to attempt a 26-yard field goal for Maricosta. The snap is good, the hold is good, and Nico Talbot knocks it through the uprights, and it is good. And the Mustangs now lead the Villa Park Spartans 34-15. With 7 minutes and 44 seconds to go, Mustangs are looking to go 4-1 as they start Bay League action next week right here at Cooper Field at Waller Stadium versus Lawndale. Talbot to kick off for Maricosta, and again it's another high end-over-ender that goes through the end zone for yet another touchback. The Spartans will start off at their own 20-yard line here in the 4th quarter. Legata fakes the handoff. Now he rolls to the right and completes it. That's going to be good for a 1st down. That's laying on the reception. Spartans looking to get something going here in the fourth and final quarter of play. Empty back formation, trips to the right, man in motion. It's a little shuffle pass to the man in motion. That's Collins. And Collins works his way around the left-hand side, and he's going to be taken down by number 33, Joaquin Wagner Baguez. About a 3-yard gain on the play. Again, man in motion. This time, Legata fakes the handoff, now rolls to the right and throws it downfield and incomplete. Good coverage on the play, again by number 11, Jack Strohsnyder. Third down and about 6 to go for the Spartans. Legata back to pass. He throws it out to the left and completes it to Lovey Clark right about the line to gain. Let's see where the officials mark it, and it looks like he picked up just enough yardage for a first down. Legata rolls to his right, completes it along the sideline. That's Clark again into Mustang territory where he's forced out of bounds at the Maricosta 44-yard line. First and 10, Villa Park, as we see defensive coordinator Ray Lee calling in his defensive plays. Shotgun formation, Legata back to pass, and he completes it out to the left, and in on the stop is number 8, Liam Meeker. Of course, Liam had that interception. 4 receiver set for the Spartans. Legata back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to take it himself. He's still on his feet, and he is fighting forward to about the Mustang 27-yard line. First and 10, Villa Park Spartans. Senior captain Vince Legata is trying to pull off a miracle here, but is unable to gain much yardage as he completes it to Lang, as he is tackled immediately by senior captain by the Mustangs, Keel Hall. Shotgun formation. Legata back to pass. Here comes the rush. Spiegel forces Legata out of the pocket, and that pass is going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up a third down and about 7 to go for the Villa Park Spartans. 4 receivers set. Spartans in shotgun. Legata back to pass. He's looking left. He's throwing left, and that ball is incomplete, intended for Clark. Hall on the coverage for the Mustangs. It's going to be a 4th down desperation situation for the Spartans. Legata takes the snap. He rolls to his right. He's going to take it himself. Does he have enough yardage for the first down? They're calling Legata down. Mustangs are calling fumble, but it looks like they're going to rule that Legata was down by contact and he picked up enough yardage for a Villa Park first down. Good effort there by the Mustang defense. Empty back formation, man in motion from right to left. Legata back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the left-hand side, and that pass is going to be broken up once again by Barrett Ryan. Nice defensive play by the senior defensive back. Shotgun formation. Legata throws it out to the right and completes it. Tackled immediately by Benner. That's going to bring up a third down and about 4 to go for the Spartans. Shotgun formation. And the play is going to be blown dead. Let's see what the call on the field is going to be. And it's going to be a false start versus the Spartans. Third down and about 9 to go for Villa Park as Legata takes the snap. He throws it out to the left and completes it. And he's going to be tackled immediately by 2 Mustangs. That was Barrett Ryan and number 33, Joaquin Wagner Baguez. Fourth down situation. Again, another desperate situation for Villa Park as he throws it into the end zone and completes it for a Villa Park touchdown. That's Lovey Clark on fourth down and fourth down and game pretty much, as Legata is able to find Clark once again for the touchdown. They will go for two here. Legata takes the snap. He's going to work his way into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good, and Villa Park stays alive in this contest, trailing the Mustangs by 11 points with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the fourth and final quarter of play. Villa Park needs to get this onside kick if they want any chance of a victory here tonight. Lang kicks the ball out of bounds. They didn't need that, as the penalty flag comes flying in, and that will be a 5-yard penalty from where the ball went out of bounds, and the Mustangs will have great field position here at their own 37-yard line in the fourth quarter. Pistol formation. The handoff goes to A.J. McBean, and McBean works his way forward for about 3 yards, setting up a second down and 7, as Villa Park will start calling timeouts, trying to somehow get the ball back, get a touchdown, and then get the ball back again and get at least a field goal to tie. And they'll need a 2-point conversion in that scenario too. The snap goes back to Meeker. Meeker works his way. He tries to stay in bounds and does a great job going down to keep that clock going for the Mustangs, forcing Villa Park to call yet another timeout. Great job there by senior quarterback Liam Meeker. It looked like he was going to go out of bounds, but he fought to stay in bounds, forcing Villa Park to call the timeout with 1 minute and 53 seconds to go in this contest. Pistol formation. Meeker runs into his running back. That's number 33, Joaquin Wagner Baguez. Mustangs are lucky they didn't turn over the ball on that play, as there appeared to be a little bit of miscommunication between quarterback and running back on that play. Time out. Villa Park's last timeout of this contest with 1 minute and 47 seconds to go. Here, punt formation, as Shevin gets off another high end over ender, and he's hit hard on the play. The ball is loose. It's a muff, and it looks like the Mustangs might have recovered it. Let's see what the call on the field is going to be, and it is going to be Mustang football. Huge play there by the Maricosta special teams. Again, another huge play by the Maricosta special teams. They have come to play, and they have been very special tonight indeed. Let's take another look as Shevin is able to somehow get that ball off, and he takes a hit, and then the Mustang special teams are able to recover the fumble. That's it looks like that might have been number 7, Jackie Reach, the long snapper, who is able to always be the first man downfield and is able to haul it in, and a huge turnover, and that should seal it with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Victory formation. Mustangs just have to take a couple knees, and they will be victorious tonight, avenging that shutout defeat last season at Villa Park with an 11-point victory here at Cooper Field at Waller Stadium, as the Mustangs are going to improve their record to 4-1. And that will do it. The Mustangs are victorious and will play Lawndale to start Bay League play right here at Cooper Field at Waller Stadium next week. Again, another impressive performance by the Mustangs in all facets of the game tonight. On offense, the Mustangs put up 34 points. The Mustang defense controls the contest as Villa Park was not able to really get into the game. And then the Mustang special team units came up huge all night long. Stay tuned, fans, for some post-game comments, and I will see you next week right here at the Wall.
Jeremy Sadowski with senior Barrett Ryan. Barrett, you had a big game on both sides of the ball. You had that interception, that huge catch late in the game there. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's contest and finishing up non-league play?
Yeah, of course. It's huge going 4-1. Shout out John Pork. He really helped us get through this. My boy AJ McBean, he's had a rough couple injuries, and he's back from it. Liam Meeker, our quarterback, he's been balling out ever since he came here from Loyola. Really happy about that. My boy Magnus Johnson right behind me right here. He's the truth. I'm very excited going to league play. It'll be a very fun. Hopefully we go 5-0. D1, baby. Let's go.
Jeremy Sadowski with senior punter Jackson Shevin. Jackson, special teams came up huge tonight for the Mustangs. Sealed it with that muff fumble recovery on that last punt. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's contest and going into Bay League?
Yeah, we played a great game overall. We had a little bumps, but we did good. And we really try on special teams every day at practice. We do either a kickoff, kick return, punt return, PAT. So we really take our special teams serious, and it obviously shows in the game. So it was an overall great game, but we got to do a little better.
This is Jeremy Sadowski with senior Luke Leonard. Luke, you had an amazing touchdown catch there. I can't wait to look at the film. I don't know how you pulled that one in. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's game and going into Bay League play next week?
With our game, we came out hard. We came out scoring our second half. We let it up a little bit, but we got back on the horse, scored some touchdowns. But going into the actual season, we got teams that we have to go. We're 0-0 right now. Trying to make a name for ourselves, go to playoffs, go strong, go all the way.
Sadowski with senior place kicker Nico Talbot. Nico, Mustang special teams came up huge tonight. You've had a tremendous season this whole year. You started off with that 49-yarder at St. Francis, and then a couple tonight. Can you talk about tonight's special teams play and going into Bay League?
I think it just comes down to the group we have. We have Jackie Reach, great long snapper. We have Shevin, holds the ball perfect every time. I just got to give a shout out to them and the work they put in. I just have prepped for this all off season. I just go back to the basics.
Jeremy Sadowski with senior Luke Meeker. Luke, another big game for the Mustangs, finishing off the non-league play in style, going 3-1 versus Orange County. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's game and moving forward in Bay League?
Yeah, obviously it was a win. A win's a win. We're happy with that. I think it was a little bit, there's a lot of mistakes that were made in the second half. We can clean a lot of things up. But overall, O-line dominated again. I'll probably post about it on my Twitter again. Ruzzy, Will Rusnek, Will Daniel, Sean, Ben, Nico Pauly, those guys are beasts again and again every single week. They deserve all the praise, man. They're the reason why we won that game. And I think they're going to keep doing good. Our team's going to keep doing good. So, yeah, it was a great win.
This is Jeremy Sadowski with senior quarterback and defensive back Liam Meeker. Liam, Mustangs finished off the non-league play in style, taking down Villa Park, getting a little bit of revenge from last season. Mustangs going into Bay League play. You had that big interception. Team is starting to roll on all facets of the game. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's contest?
I think big effort from the team all around, from the from the kicking game to special teams. Josh Delgado on kickoff. I mean, just an all around great effort by the guys today. You see when times get tough, how our team just comes together. Another just fantastic effort by the O linemen, man. Both Wills. We got Sean, we got Ben, and we got Nico Pauly, man. It's such a good group of guys. We have such a bond, and I'm just so proud of the guys just to come out on top tonight.
Jeremy Sadowski with senior linebacker Joaquin Wagner-Baguez. Joaquin, Mustangs came up huge again tonight on defense. Can I get your thoughts on tonight's contest and moving on into Bay League?
I thought it was a really good showing in the first half. We definitely came out. We did what we were supposed to do. There was a little bit of complacency in the third quarter. Guys came out a little slow, but once it got rolling, we came down and we did what we were supposed to do. Coming in the Bay League, you never know with the Bay League. Every team's competitive. Every team is a well-respected program, so we just have to keep working and see what's going to happen.